Did you know the only female emperor in ancient China had her own harem of male concubines? Today, we'll dive into the scandalous and horrific life of Empress Wu Zetian's male concubines, and how their rise and fall contributed to her eventual downfall. You won't believe what these brothers, her most favored lovers, were capable of in their quest for power. Stay tuned to learn about the twisted story of manipulation, lust, and betrayal that would shake the foundations of an entire empire. In ancient China, like many other nations, women had little to no power in governance and rule-making. However, there were some exceptional women, like Wu Zetian, who broke the norm and became the first and only female emperor of the nation. This happened during a time when women had limited opportunities to participate in nation building and hold positions of power. It is worth noting that women rarely came to power by choice or through popular election. In most causes, it was either through subterfuge or by default, such as when a king had no male heir. Wu Zetian's rise to power was impressive, but her fall was equally dramatic, marked by scandals, infidelity, and murder. She was a unique figure in Chinese history, admired and despised for various reasons. The social position of women in ancient China was generally low, with fathers, husbands, and sons holding power over them. Women had no avenue for upward mobility, and their role was mainly restricted to domestic chores and child rearing. Since they had no voice in society, they were expected to tolerate their husbands' infidelity. In ancient China, arranged marriages were commonplace and often decided by the parents of the bride and groom. Love or affection was not necessary for marriage. Once an agreement was reached, the couple would wed. This practice, along with the custom of carrying the bride on a red bridal chair, symbolized a woman's transition from her home to her husband's property. Additionally, the tradition of foot binding, where girls would intentionally deform their feet to make them more desirable to future husbands, further perpetuated gender biases. Women were also at a disadvantage in terms of divorce. They were not allowed to initiate a divorce, while men had numerous reasons to divorce their wives. Consequently, it was almost impossible for women to hold positions of power or authority. However, there were exceptions, such as Wu Zhao, also known as Wu Zetian, who became the only legitimate female emperor in ancient China. Wu's ascent to power began as a concubine in her husband's harem, where she exhibited political acumen and determination that led historians to consider her the true power behind her husband's throne. When her husband died, Wu's sons were next in line for the throne, but she deemed them unfit and instead chose her fourth son as the next emperor. To secure her position, Wu was even willing to have her own sons killed. While Wu's actions were extreme, they highlight the lengths to which a woman in ancient China had to go to gain and maintain power. Wu Zetian, a concubine, became emperor by imprisoning the former emperor and sending soldiers to crush unrest. She renamed the dynasty and became ruler. Wu maintained authority and formed her own harem of male concubines, notably the Zhang brothers, who were her confidants. Wu's amorous escapades with multiple lovers aroused questions among officials. Her inappropriate behavior, especially for a young queen, was questioned. The Zhang brothers, former voice singers, were her favorite viral loves. One was praised for his attractiveness, and the other for his bedchamber talents. Her relationship with them was unknown. At the age of 70, Wu Zetian, the empress, was weakened by infirmity and old age. She allowed only the Zhang brothers to be by her side, who were described as beautiful and flamboyant, parading themselves in flashy outfits. Despite having other male companions, the brothers were her absolute favors, and became prominent figures in the dynasty, managing most of the empire's important affairs. This favoritism triggered criticism from many key officials of the court, as the brothers ran the court like a brothel and partied all night, with Wu allowing them to do as they please. The outrage reached a boiling point, leading to a rebellion against Wu when she became very ill and isolated herself, allowing only her favorite male concubines inside her quarters. Her almost blind favoritism towards the Zhang brothers was the final straw, and a coup was successfully staged in 705, leading to the capture and eventual beheading of the brothers. After their tragic demise, Wu Zetian was left with no choice but to surrender the throne, which was passed to her son, Li Xian. She died at the age of 81 and was buried with her husband, Gottsong, and Shailing Masilun in Shaanxi province. However, her tombstone remained unwritten, which many historians interpreted as a punishment for overthrowing the long-standing norm of male emperors. And there you have it, folks, the shocking and dark tale of Empress Wu Zetian's male concubines reveals their scandalous actions, and the Empress's blind favoritism led to the eventual fall of a once powerful ruler. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as we did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more incredible content like this. Thanks for watching.